Good morning and welcome in. Dan Hardenbrook, glad to have you along. It is finally Friday. Let's get you ready for the weekend with a look at your latest local news from around the region. It's your Newberry News Update on M123 FM. Your Friday news brought to you by the Luce County Veteran Services Office. Veteran Services Officer Rick Menard is ready to serve you for all your veteran service needs. Call 293-4890. In your latest local news this morning, an annual tradition makes its return this weekend. The 69th Annual Kids Tackle Party comes to the J.L. DeCook Gymnasium in Newberry. The event will start Saturday at 4:30 p.m. with registration and activity booths opening. A hot dog dinner will be served at 5 p.m. Drawings and prize giveaways will start at 6 o'clock. It's free admission for the whole family. Every kid 14 and under will receive a special prize. There'll be 50-50 drawings and a hot dog dinner with adults for $5 and the youth eating free. The event is hosted by Luce County Communities That Care in partnership with the LMAS District Health Department, MSU Extension, and the Department of Natural Resources. Coming out for the 69th Annual Kids Tackle Party, it is Saturday at the J.L. DeCook Gymnasium. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers says they are ready to fast track towards the Line 5 tunnel project in the Straits of Mackinac. It's the latest step in the ongoing battle between Enbridge Energy and those trying to shut down the Line 5 project. U.S. Army Corps of Engineers says that they are moving forward to quickly approve permits for building the protective tunnel around an aging Enbridge oil pipeline running beneath the Straits of Mackinac. The move comes following President Donald Trump issuing an executive order in January that's declaring that the U.S. has become too dependent on foreign energy sources. The order mandates federal agencies identify energy infrastructure projects for expedited emergency permitting from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, the Environmental Protection Agency. The Corps designated the tunnel on the Line 5 area as an emergency under the order. The Corps says they initially planned to make permitting decisions early next year, but officials said they were ready to move forward while staying vague during a conference call with reporters on Wednesday about how quickly the project would exactly move forward. The Detroit District of the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers oversees the Line 5 stretch and says that the timeline will be, quote, truncated, but wouldn't elaborate beyond saying no steps would be skipped, and the process will result in a very legally defensible, very well-informed decision. Multiple groups continue to criticize the project and the fast-track process, including the Sierra Club, environmental law firm Earth Justice, and the Great Lakes Business Network, which is a coalition of businesses that are working to protect the Great Lakes with sustainable business practices. Those groups said in a joint statement, the only energy emergency the American people face is if President Trump's efforts to disregard clean air and water safeguards in order to rush through dirty, dangerous fossil fuel projects. Enbridge Energy Ryan Duffy responded in a statement saying that Line 5 is, quote, critically engineer infrastructure. The tunnel project is designed to make a safe pipeline even safer. He says that Enbridge has begun applying for permits over the past 5 years, continued to do so. The Michigan Department of Transportation says that they and the state's residents are continuing to be targeted in phishing scams through MDOT channels. Following recent phishing attempts mimicking the Michigan Department of Transportation's website, State Transportation Director Bradley C. Weyerfrich has issued a reminder to all Michigan residents, hoping to help them avoid falling victim to a scam. Recent targets involving MDOT and the state's travel industry included operation of toll rolls and soliciting payment via text message. However, the most recent scam now features a fraudulent state website with a different URL. It's creating additional concern for those being targeted. MDOT says that the public should be assured that any website that is not the official MDOT URL is a scam, and that texts that have been sent are not coming from MDOT or State of Michigan agencies. Wyfrick says that MDOT does not operate any toll roads. Some state-owned bridges are tolled, but not through license plate capture, and that you would not receive a bill through text or email. Recipients of fraudulent texts should not be clicking any links or sharing personal or financial information in response to those texts. They should be reported as junk and deleted. MDOT is encouraging anyone who is concerned by fraudulent messages to reach out to MDOT and double check to get assurance that they are safe. Calls can be made at 517-241-2400, and emails can be sent to mdot@michigan.gov, where emails can be checked over. Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel is closely following the recent rash of toll scams, has also issued reminders to Michigan residents to avoid falling target to the scam projects. Luce County Pet Pals is getting ready for their next meeting. It'll take place Tuesday of next week. Pet Pals continues to help work with the furry friends in our local population. The next Pet Pals meeting will be at 6 p.m. Tuesday, April 22nd in the meeting room at the Senior Citizen Center on West Helen Street across from IGA. Easter weekend is here, and one of the biggest annual family events returns to the Erickson Center on Saturday. The Community Easter Egg Hunt, hosted by the Erickson Center for the Arts, will start at 1 p.m. Registration for children on the day of the event will take place in the upper level of the Erickson Center at 12:30. Erickson Center inviting all the families out for a fun Easter weekend celebration. I'm Dan Hardenbrook. That is your latest local news this morning. It's your Newberry News Update on M123 FM. Your Friday news brought to you by the Luce County Veteran Services Office. Veteran Services Officer Rick Menard is ready to serve you. He proudly advocates for our area veterans. Call 293-4890 or stop by the office located inside the Luce County Government Building in Newberry. Time now to check in with sports this morning. High school game action taking place this weekend. The Lady Indians varsity softball team head south of the bridge. They'll be in Cadillac for doubleheader action. It's a Saturday showdown between the Lady Indians and Lady Vikings. First pitch in the doubleheader set for noon. Good luck to the Lady Indian softball team this weekend. One local basketball standout has announced her college intentions. Engadine senior Hallie Butkovich, who was an EUP conference and all UP honorable mention selection this year, has announced that she is signing with Grace Christian University down in the Grand Rapids area. Butkovich was a senior who averaged nearly 17 points per game in her high school senior season. She's the daughter of Matt and Ashley Butkovich, member of the Engadine class of 2025. Engadine Consolidated Schools announced that they will host a local sports physical clinic, help students get certified for next school year's sports seasons. Sports physicals will be offered through Helen Newberry Joy Hospital at Engadine schools to all 3rd through 11th grade students. Students must have a signed physical form and payment with them in order to receive the physical. That'll be Friday, May 9th, Friday, May 16th. From 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Engadine School's main office. Cost is $5 per student. If you have any questions, you can call 477-6313. Select option 2. Tigers topped the Royals 6-1 at Comerica Park yesterday. Spencer Torkelson had 3 RBIs. Riley Green drives in a pair more as the Tigers bounce back. They are 11-8 heading into the weekend. 2 more games at home against the Royals, who are 8-12 on the season. Big series in the jam-packed AL Central. Red Wings ended a disappointing season with a 4-3 loss against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Red Wings finished the season at 39-35-8 and missed the playoffs once again. Austin Watson, Justin Hull, and Alex DeBrincat all had goals for Detroit, who led 3-1 at the second intermission. Maple Leafs got 2 goals in the third, including one with just 2 seconds left in the game to force overtime, where they quickly finished off the Red Wings in the first minute. The game winner by Scott Laughlin. Again, the Red Wings season coming to an end, 39-35-8 on the season. Your latest local weather forecast from the National Weather Service and M123 FM. Wet start to the weekend. Showers expected Friday with mostly cloudy skies and a high in the mid-50s. South winds 5 to 10. Heaviest rain and most of the showers coming late afternoon and early evening. Saturday, mostly cloudy, highs in the low 40s, north winds 10 miles per hour. For your Easter Sunday, mostly sunny, a high near 50. I'm Dan Hardenbrook, and that is your latest Newberry News update. Have a great holiday weekend from M123 FM and the Newberry News. The Luce County Veteran Services Office proudly advocates for our area veterans. Local Veteran Services Officer Rick Menard is ready to serve you. For all your veteran service needs, including claims, medical information, benefit coverage, and more, contact Rick Menard in the Luce County Veteran Services Office at 293-4890. The Luce County Veteran Services Office, proud supporters of our community.